welcome back. I'm seeing Dune Part 2 tomorrow, so here's Dune Part 1 recap. The movie starts off with Zendaya's character. I can't remember her name, on Arrakis, and the Harkonnen. She talks about how the Harkonnens attacked for the Emperor, and the Sidukar. Then we go to Caladan, and Paul wakes up from dreams. He is the son of Bene Gesserit, and also the son of the Duke Leto, who's his father and in charge of the Atreides. And he can sense the future. So, yeah. So he's like, I want to go to Arrakis with you guys, because the Emperor and the Sidukar come and say to the Atreides that they now own Arrakis. So they go, not for the spice, but to make an alliance with the Atreides, Duke Leto says. And the Harkonnen thought there was only 50,000. There are actually over 1 million of the people on Arrakis. So they get there and they try to get spice too, and then they start getting allies, but they don't know they have a traitor between them, and they start getting attacked, by the Harkonnens. But they asked for help from the Sidukar, because they knew they have more people, but the Atreides have skilled all their people are trained by Duncan Idaho, which is him, and Gurney, can't remember his last name, who's a good fighter himself. So their traitor, who's the doctor, because the Harkonnens have his wife, which rumor is that his wife is that spider thing you see earlier. It's a spider thing you see earlier in the movie, because apparently he messed with her or something. So then Gurney and his army attack. Gurney gets out, which he will be in Part 2. He is in the book, too, and he's shown in the trailer. But Duncan goes with his knives and they start stabbing like 6 people right away, and so they let him go. But they take Paul. But the Harkonnens take Paul and his mom, the Bene Gesserit, because the other Bene Gesserits said that you can't harm them, because they can sense if they do bad, like if they're lying, and they also have a voice, same as like Paul. And so they don't, but they try to throw him into the desert. But then Paul and Lady Jessica, that's her name, use the voice on them, and then they get out. Sandworms everywhere. Then they run into Duncan and the scientist, and then they chat, and then the Sidukar come. It's quiet. They're quiet. And they come. Duncan barely hears them. He has a bug, and then he starts killing them, like he sees like Paul saw in his dream with Duncan. He killed 9 of them, then got stabbed. But when they started blasting in the door, so they couldn't escape to open it, but then Duncan ripped out the knife, stabbed a few more, and killed 13, and then died. But they allowed them to all escape. The scientist said she could go on her own, because if the desert's her home. She used to be a Sidukar and work with the Emperor, but she was arranged here, and she kind of betrayed and joined them. One of the Sidukar found her trying to get a worm and said, "You betrayed the Emperor." And then the sandworm comes and eats them all. And then the 2, Paul and Lady Jessica, are walking around the desert, and then a sandworm tries to kill them. They run into this guy's batch of the people on Arrakis, and they all agree that he can be in charge, but then one person that was in one of his dreams that he would help him said they wanted to fight one of them, the mom or him. Also, by the way, they had a whole fight to see if they're strong. So then to see if they're strong enough to be there before all that. So then they fight, and then Paul had 3 different times he could have killed him, but didn't want to. but then he had to kill him because he wanted him to back away, but didn't. So then he became in charge. They see someone riding a sandworm, and then that was the end. That was the end. Was the end. So, pretty cool. I like this movie. One of the best movies in 2021, rivaling like other movies that came out that year, like No Home. But really cool movie. Part 2 could be one of the best movies in the last few years. So, yeah, excited for this. Tomorrow I got early access on Thursday. One opening, so excited for it. Hope you guys the like button and subscribe. Bye.